Up until he was 23, Dan Mannon lived a normal, healthy life. 17 years later, and Dan is still working to cope with his new normal.
I'm extremely lucky to be alive. As I said, I had an appointment at like 90 miles an hour.
Dan was driving on the 202, merging onto the 101 when he came around this curve. He was talking on the phone, not wearing a seatbelt, when he lost control and slammed into a concrete barricade.
My body fell out of the car and hit the concrete. I was in a coma for like a month.
As a result of Dan's head hitting the concrete, he nearly died. The traumatic brain injury Dan suffered is what led to his speech disorder known as dysarthria.
I'm really telling people they need to pay more attention. It's not worth it. I've had to deal with this for 17 years.
According to the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration, nearly 3,500 people were killed by distracted driving in 2015, while nearly 400,000 were hurt by it. A study just released by Life 360 shows drivers here in Arizona use their phones nearly 2 times during a drive.
Part of what happens with younger people is they're invincible in their own mind. They're invincible. They're not gonna die. They're not gonna have an accident.
Dan lives with his mom and dad at their home in Mesa. It's here that Dan spends much of his time putting jigsaw puzzles together to combat his double vision and build connections within his brain. Dan has also landed himself a paid job at this Bash's on Power Road in McDowell.
We all have, crosses to bear, difficult things that happen. But, a traumatic accident is life-changing. You find out how resilient you really are.
Dan, though, is a constant work in progress, always working to be better understood, and hopes he can one day be a contestant on Wheel of Fortune to inspire others and raise awareness about his speaking disorder and distracted driving.
I realize because of the way I sound, people think I'm not very smart, but if they saw me do Wheel of Fortune, they would say, wow, this guy's actually pretty smart.
Preston Phillips, CBS 5 News.